Here we go. Four down. Set. Black 80. Take two of them.
On second down, it's Bell. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go. Gotta spin. Quarter. Whoa!
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Stop made there by Julius Peppers. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. The ball comes out, and the Panthers have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Being chased out left. Room to run past midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Newton. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now he's flushed out right, and that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Bud Dupree in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Hey.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Trying to lay one into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Pittsburgh football here, and the Steelers that lost last week in Denver. It didn't hurt necessarily their playoff chances, but it did really hurt their chances for a first-round playoff bye.
Yeah, they're a game and a half up in the AFC North. They should be okay for their division. But when you talk about getting that open week at the end of a tough, grueling season, everyone wants that. So you're exactly right about how that hurts. But this is why they lost to Denver. -4 in turnover differential in the game. And they still had a chance late. Ben Roethlisberger threw an interception in the end zone, sealed their fate.
And Ben goes down in the end zone, and that'll be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. Panthers offense trots back out there, and this is a team that has now lost 3 straight, so they were 6-2, now 6-5. You saw their last loss against Seattle. That was a tough one to swallow.
It certainly was because they couldn't ring the bell in the red zone. That was the problem. They got down inside the 10 and didn't put enough touchdowns on the board, and that came back to haunt them. Now, people are going to look at their schedule and think, okay, they can get right the next 2 weeks because they go to Tampa Bay and then they go to Cleveland. Well, Tampa can put 500 yards of offense on you at the drop of a hat, and they won last week, so they feel better about themselves. And how about Cleveland? They're on a winning streak. 2 straight wins, and they vanquished Cincinnati last weekend. So none of these are going to be easy for Carolina. Greg Olsen, their tight end, put it best. People said, hey, can you get on a 3-game winning streak? He said, 3? Let's start with 1 and try and get back on the beam.
They also do have to face New Orleans still twice going down the stretch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Newton on 1st down. Caught left side by Funchess. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. To the air again, Newton. It's caught by Funchess. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
This will be caught inside the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Throwing again is Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is third and goal. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
So it's our first offensive points of the game so far, and it gives us a very rare scoreline. We don't see this one often, 5-0.
Yeah, it's been sort of a weird one to this point, hasn't it? But hey, in this league, you take points any way you can get them.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. To return, it's Cam Sutton. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1.
Good job, guys. Take both of them. You good from the car?
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also fourth. Here we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they give it up just on their side of midfield, and, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. Right? The opposite team. So if you...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon. Here's Newton now on second down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out.
Go.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Beat these two.
On third down, here's Bell. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches, holds the number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
He had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he's gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's got it. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that 1st down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Finding room inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there from McCaffrey. And even 50 yards on the ground. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring it.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gano the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on it?
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Roethlisberger now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind, with him running the team, that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Again, it's Bell. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They come out here in the eye, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Big going to take it himself. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain. They're
held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Carolina getting set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Good. You got set. 180.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Come on now. Hey.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Gun.
Newton to throw. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Newton. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Big Ben has the knowledge, certainly the weapons to pull this off. We know he's done it many times in the past.
And that transmits itself.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.